taken the time to reflect on your previous lifestyle, or specifically your gangster thug image? Is your music a reflection of your true thoughts, life experience, anger, or vision? A young black man living in America, do you feel for those mothers who've lost their children and babies to senseless gang and youth violence? Do you have a message?
That's when I used to feel so sorry for my mother. It's because there was no man there, you know. And this is a woman, my mother. She had to tell us, you know, man. She had to make it like Mary, and there was nothing there. There wasn't even regular dinner, let alone Christmas dinner, you know. And she had to like explain to us how, like, I mean, it's so hard to sell that all we need is each other's speech, especially when your stomach hurts, you know. And she's telling us that as our stomachs go, she's going, all we need is each other. It's me. But I thought it was just so beautiful how she just would be strong and she would do it. And she would never use that time to go, your fathers are really jerks, you know, they really left me here. But they did. Our fathers really did leave her. And our fathers, like my father, my sister's father, different fathers, but they really did leave us. And, you know, they didn't call on Christmas to help my mother explain why the hell we ain't get no gifts. They was just like, you know, with their woman, wherever they was, being big shot, being Santa Claus to somebody else's kids. And so, I mean, no love taken from my father, God rest his soul, but I mean. When you're born, usually you're born to a dynasty or an empire, right? You're born like as a junior or, you know, following in your father's footsteps. You always tell your father, he did this, or your father, or your grandfather, he did this, or we got this, or the family heirlooms. There's none of that in the outer city. I call it the outer city because we left out. There's no nothing. We don't get any family heirloom, the family crest, all that stuff that you would think is so important was meaningless. Cause I mean, come on. Our family crest was cotton, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like the only thing we can really leave behind is culture, is music, you know, and dignity and determination. That's what we had. So it's like, I feel as though I'm cheated because instead of me fulfilling my prophecy, I have to start one. Instead of me, you know, doing a good job and carrying on the empire, I have to build one. And that's a hell of a job for a 21-year-old.
Nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, Lord forgive me if I smoke niggas. Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, Lord forgive me if I smoke niggas. Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, and on your freaking oath, but say you know Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, Lord forgive me if I smoke niggas. Nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, Lord forgive me if I smoke niggas. Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, Lord forgive me if I smoke niggas. Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger. Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger. Ain't nobody love me as a broke nigga, finger on the trigger, Lord forgive me if I smoke niggas.
You old fake ass nigga, standing there wearing all them Pendletons and khakis and all that. You soft as a motherfucking grape. Ain't this a motherfucking bitch? And there's plenty of them. You probably got one sitting next to you right now, bobbing his fake ass head to this dope ass shit that he listening to.
Brother Rogers Productions. Brother Rogers Productions.
Thug life is dead. That does not mean that thug life is dead in the world. That just means that I have graduated to the next level, to be a player. Not a player of females, but a player of life. This game of life is a game, and you have to play it to the fullest. And I graduated, you know, I'm in college now, the college of life, you know? And I want my brothers to graduate too. I could easily just look down on you and go, them motherfuckers stupid, you know what I mean? I know something now they don't know, but that ain't me, that ain't never been me. When thug life was not out there and I was pumping it to you, I wanted you to know what it was like. And now I want you to know what the next level was like. So I had people telling me, you softened up, ain't nothing soft about me, ain't nothing changed. If anything, I feel like the other dudes is soft, because they out there front. They watching little kids get killed and they still talking it. You know what I mean? And it's cool to talk about it, to recognize it, but I mean, how many times can we say the same thing? The violence, but it's violence in America. What did the USA just do flying to Bosnia? We ain't got no business over there. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. How can they tell us not to have gang? You know what gang violence is? Mostly, and the people don't want you to hear this. Somebody shoots your family member. So of course you retaliate. You know what I mean? Same thing the US does, except nobody even shot their family members. You know, they see somebody bomb a school and all these people get killed, so the United States feel like, ooh, that's messed up, we gotta go show them who's the real killers. That's the same mentality these gangsters did. You know what I mean? So two, they stop that mentality, we won't stop. Or they won't stop, because they watch this country to see what they do. America is the biggest gang in the world. You know what I mean? Look at how they didn't agree with Cuba, so what was it? Cut them off. That's what we do in the street, we block things off. I want to say stop the violence. I want to say the violence ain't good. And
Why,
they know
why
it's
can't
not
you
good.
say that then?
Because that's not realistic. I know it's not good. I'm sure if anybody speak up against violence, it'll be the brother that got shot 5 times. I got shot twice in my head, all up in. Trust me, violence ain't cool. And they know violence ain't cool. Ain't nobody out there with a gun saying it's cool to be shooting people. It's just, you know, it's certain situations where there is no way out. But there are situations where we can find a way out. But until we find that way out, we can't say not to live this lifestyle. Now too, we as black men, Puerto Ricans, whatever, so we stand up and start taking control of our communities, we can't get mad at anybody who stands up to do anything. You know what I mean? So I believe that it's the community that needs to do something about it. I do believe that there's a piece of liability on the drug dealers and the gangsters and the gangs and all of that, but these are not scholars. You know what I mean? We pay taxes. We pay taxes. This government is not doing anything to stop it. When the people in LA, after the rebellion, we stopped and there was a truce, nothing happened. Did we get any jobs? No. Did we get any relief? No. But every time there's a flood, an earthquake, or a thunderstorm, America will give mad millions to somebody because their house broke down. They don't care if we stop the violence or not. They don't care about gang violence. You know what I mean? Every time that Bosnia gets shot up, any place gets shot up, they send them a whole bunch of millions of food and packages from Somalia, everywhere. Everybody getting food but us.